Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today quickly I'll be putting you through some of the solutions to these indices. This indices question, we are going to evaluate this question and arrive at the final answer. So without wasting much of our time, so the first question says 3a squared times 5a everything raised to the power of minus 2. This combination of laws, so you have to understand the laws of indices for you to be able to solve all this effectively without stress, and I'll put you through that. So you have 3 times a raised to power 2 times 5a everything raised to power minus 2. This one has a negative power, and don't forget, when you have such things in a bracket, this power here affects everything inside here. So this is it. So we have 3a squared times, so you have 5 raised to power minus 2 times a raised to power minus 2. There's a way you can express this easily for you to be able to solve it. So you have now for you to break this down, so you have 3a squared. Now you have this 5, which is a negative power. We're going to make the power become a positive, so we take it down, so it now becomes 5 raised to power 2. So the same thing happens to this. When you take a raised to power minus 2, if you want to change this, you have a negative power, you want to change it to positive power, it becomes the reciprocal, so it becomes 5 raised to power 2 times a raised to power 2. So you can see the negative power is no longer there. So you have 3 times a squared, but 3a squared is the same as 3 times a squared, over, you have 5 squared times a squared. So the a squared cancel a squared, so you have 3 over 5 squared, which is 3 over 5 squared is 5 times 5, that gives you 25. So that's the answer to this. Mind you, there's another way you can solve this without you breaking this one down this way. So it is this easy. You can just quickly do it this way, that 3a squared times 5a everything raised to the power minus 2. You bring everything here down, because 5a everything is raised to the power of minus 2. So you have 3a squared over 5a everything raised to the power 2. So this then becomes 3 times a squared over, so this square here affects both the 5 and the a, so you have 5 square times a square cancel a square, so you are left with 3 over 5 square gives you 25. So you can see that what we got here is the same thing. So whichever way you want to solve, just make sure your calculations are correct. Now the second one, so we have 2y raised to power 0 times everything in bracket 3y square raised to the power of minus 3 times 7 raised to the power of 0. 7 raised to the power of 0. Now I told you that anything raised to the power of 0 is 1. Any number raised to the power of 0 is 1. So how do you solve this? So you have 2y raised to the power of 0. So this raised to the power of 0 affects only the y, because it's not in a bracket. It's not power, root power, whatever thing you call it. So you have 2 times 1, because y raised to the power 0 give you 1. So you have times, which is this times here. So you can break this one down. You have a negative power, so it now become the reciprocal. Then the negative power changes to a positive power. So let's assume we are taking this one down. It now becomes 3y squared, then everything raised to the power of 3. Then we have times 7 raised to power 0 is 1, because any number raised to power 0 is 1. So we have the 1 there. Then we have 2 times 1 times 1 gives you 2 over. Now when you break this down, don't forget the law. That's the power. That's the product power law. So the product power law states that this power that is outside the bracket affects all the powers inside. So we have 3 raised to power 3 times y raised to power 2 times 3. So this gives you 2 over 3 raised to power 3 gives you 27 times y raised to power 2 times 3 will give you y raised to power 6. So this gives you 2 over 27 y raised to power 6. So that's it for that. Then let me quickly run through the last one. So the last one we have, this is a decimal base with a negative index. So we have 0.027, everything raised to the power of a negative index, which is minus 1 over 3. So how do we quickly solve this? Now the first thing we do, let's quickly convert this number to a fraction. So we have this. So when you convert, when you move the 0, we move it, we have points here, 1, 2, 3. So we have 27 times 10 raised to power minus 3, because you move it 3 times, then everything raised to the power of minus 1 over 3. So when you could solve this, you have 27 over 10 raised to power 3, then raised to the power of minus 1 over 3. Now if you actually revise the law that I actually taught you, you have a negative power. How do you eliminate this negative power? You can interchange. The numerator becomes the denominator and the denominator becomes the numerator. So we have 10 raised to power 3 over 27. Then you have 1 over 3. The negative sign is no longer there. It has been eliminated because of the interchanging. So this actually means the third root of 10 raised to power 3 over 27. So the third root of this is actually 10. Means what number will you multiply? Because 10 raised to power 3 is same as 10 times 10 times 10, which is 1000. So what number will you multiply together 3 times? I will give you 1000. So when you multiply 10 into 3 places, you get 1000. That is it. So in other words, the third root of 1000 is 10 over. Now what is the third root of 27? Is 3. Because when you multiply 3 into 3 places, you get 27. So the answer is 10 over 3. But I believe you understand this. So if you have any questions, just make sure you ask them. Put them in the comment section below, and I will explain it better if there is any need for that. Thank you, and make sure you subscribe to this channel, and also like and share it. Let your friends know about it. Let them know about this channel. I actually simplify this maths and for your better understanding. Thank you for staying with me.